You addressed a press conference today in which you said that the way in which the government is addressing the NEET issue is insensitive and irresponsible. Now, the government actually put in place a committee, a high-level committee, which probed this issue. Many people would also say that there has been an option of retest that has been given to students. Why would you say that this approach would be insensitive and irresponsible?
What form of inquiry has the government done before they gave a clean chit to itself? What kind of independent inquiry was done? Because the inquiry was done by the NTA, the very same body which has completely misled 24 lakh students who have given up valuable years of the youth to prepare for this all-important NEET exam. There's been lakhs of money which has traded hands. There have been a nexus of exam centers, coaching centers, and definitely officials in the NTA who have leaked these questions. And the education minister, having taken oath only a few days ago, has given them a clean chit. I want to know how many parents has he met? How many students has he met? What cognizance has he taken of the issue? What are the findings that this committee has got, and can they make it public? So they are trying to shoot and scoot. They're trying to avoid this issue. I'm glad Rahul Gandhi ji and the Congress party has taken up the issue of NEET exam, because this affects 24 lakh students. It affects the future of the Indian medical fraternity and the lives of our young people, the hard-earned money of their parents, the mental anxiety of these young students cannot be trifled with. They are not simply taking it seriously. And therefore, the Congress party demands that we want a Supreme Court monitor investigation, because this government is not serious about the lives of these students. The Prime Minister gives examination-related advice on the eve of board examinations. Where is he? Why is he quiet? So we felt that this is an important issue. This issue will resonate the chambers of the parliament when the session convenes in a few weeks from now.
So, Mr. Gogoi, you would be raising the issue in the parliament, that's what you're saying, but would you also be meeting protesters and family members? And what kind of work has the party done to understand the scale and the gravity of this problem?
Absolutely. Our representatives have been meeting parents across the country. Over the last few days, our frontal organizations have been organizing even protests across the length and breadth of the country. We are with the students. No other major national parties' students are with the student fraternity, the undergraduate fraternity, as the Congress NSUI is, the National Students Wing is. And I'm glad that Rahul Gandhi ji has raised this issue. And that shows that's the power of democracy, that today, when the ruling party is not being accountable to these people, the opposition, the India Alliance, is standing with them. The ruling party think that they can browbeat these students. The education minister, by giving the NTA a clean chit, is literally calling these students and the parents liars. We've got those audio clips where lakhs of money, 30 lakhs of money is being asked for leaking the paper. There has to be a complete overhaul of the NEET examination system, and the education minister, without having done any inquiry, without having met any student or parents, is quick to give a clean chit because he wants to protect the image of the Prime Minister. So nothing has changed. This is the same government which shoots and scoots, which runs and avoids. They stay silent on Galwan, they stay silent on Manipur, they stay silent on Jammu, and now they're staying silent on the NEET exam. No more. Democracy needs to be visible, accountability needs to be tangible, and that's what the opposition party is going to do with the bolstered numbers of the India Alliance.
Mr. Gogoi, also the NTA has said that this matter concerns only 1,536 students, especially in 6 centers. Now, the center has also said that the Congress is politicizing the matter and undermining institutions now, because NTA is also known to be experienced in handling and also holding examinations like JE or, for that matter, CUET.
In a democratic country, Vasudha, the opposition party needs to hold the government accountable and needs to raise the issue of the people. If this is politics, this is what a democratic country has. It has parties speaking up on behalf of the people, especially when the NTA is trying to shoot and scoot and trying to pull wool over our eyes. This is not a matter of simply 1,563 students who got grace marks. This is a matter of how there has been major discrepancies in the entire examination process, with around 67 students scoring 720 out of 720. Many students who are getting marks like 718, 719, which is just not possible under the current framework. Many coaching centers and examination centers having spread this nexus where students are not able to devote time to their regular school or regular studies. They are giving precious hours. They are burning the midnight oil and pleading with the parents to spend more and more of their hard-earned money. So there's an entire nexus which is simply going to take away the brightest and the best of our Indian student fraternity, and we cannot have that. The NTA, by limiting this issue to simply 1,563 students, shows how they know that they're trying to cover something up. Why were the results declared on 4th June? Only because there should be no brouhaha. We should not hear the outcry and the anguish of the students. Everything should be drowned out in the results of the election. That is why the NTA deliberately released the results on 4th June. There has been mismanagement from the bottom to the top. There has been a criminal nexus operating. That is why paper leak featured so prominently in the Congress manifesto. And that is why we will not let the NTA, the Education Minister or Prime Minister Modi get away with this flimsy excuse.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gogoi, for speaking to NDTV.